when we have r minus 3 over 5 is equal to 8 over r. What we want to do is multiply each term by the common denominator. And between 5 and r, my common denominator is 5r. So I'll multiply both sides of the equation by the same 5r. On the left side, the 5 will cancel with the 5. And we're left with r times r minus 3. On the right side, it's the r's that are going to cancel. And we're left with 8 times 5 is 40. Now we're left with a equation that does not have any fractions in it, which is great. But it's not exactly a nice, simple linear equation. We have to see what we're dealing with. So I'm going to distribute this r and get r squared minus 3r is equal to 40. Now, because of the r squared, I recognize that this is going to be quadratic. In order to solve a quadratic equation, we have to get it equal to 0 first. So I'll subtract 40 from both sides, and there it's equal to 0. Next, I go to my very first move when trying to solve quadratic equations, and that's, let's see if I can factor it. I factor r squared into r, and if I factor 40 into 8 and 5, that can make a negative 3 if I have negative 8 plus 5. So this will give us our two solutions, r equals 8, and from here, r equals negative 5. Now what we should do before we're finished is take each of these and plug them back into the original. Normally, all we're looking for is to see if denominators are equal to 0 or not. But since I got two answers, I want to see what happens to the equation so that we get two answers. So if I plugged in 8, we get 8 minus 3 over 5 is equal to 8 over 8. Well, that would be 5 over 5 is equal to 8 over 8. 1 is equal to 1. Yes, that means r equals 8 is a solution. When I plug in negative 5, I'll have negative 5 minus 3 over 5, which is equal to 8 over negative 5. When I simplify that, we'll have negative 8 over 5 is equal to 8 over negative 5, which is negative 8 over 5. So again, we'll have two solutions. Both the r equals 8 and the r equals negative 5 are going to be solutions to it. And the reason was one of them gave us positives fractions on both sides. The other one gave us negative fractions on both sides.